All right, Lily, Tate, now that I finally have my handfuls and handfuls of piles of wheat, enough wheat that I could probably build 1,000,000 houses for little pigs to live in, for wolves to blow down, we are finally going to be building the baobab trees! These big, beautiful, majestic trees that I will mispronounce over and over and over again until we all just have to accept that shall be the way things are, me mispronouncing things nonstop. Sigh. And I'm pretty excited about building these for our elephants, and I'm really excited about building an even bigger one so that we can try to make cute little shops out of them, which is very important because I'm quite hungry, and those apricot safari bite salads sound really good about now. But hello everyone, and welcome back to Zoo Crafting, where we are getting ready to add more to our beautiful savannah zone by building these giant, gorgeous trees that I cannot wait to tell you guys about. Not only because the trees themselves are fantastic and can live for over 1,000 years, as I have hinted at a few times now, but also because these trees can contain all sorts of really cool animals. Really cool animals and even other plants that hopefully we'll get a chance to talk about. Not to mention, beyond all of that, they're just gonna look amazing here in our safari zone. So I'm heckin' excited, and I'm also heckin' hungry. Do I have anything that I can eat in my pockets? Just zombie jerky for the puppers. Oh good, I have some like very old apple sandwiches. Not super filling, but they'll take the edge off. And it's good to use some of the old food, I suppose, as long as it like doesn't give me botulism or something. Well, I'm sure we'll be fine. But all right, so today I want to actually go ahead and I want to see how many piles of hay bales we can make out of all of the wheat that we brought back from the farms. We actually ended up bringing back quite a bit. Did I bring? Yes, and I brought some seeds with me. And because we're gonna need so much wheat, I wanna actually do a couple things. I wanna go ahead and have these little mini gardens that will scatter around with the spare seeds we can collect. Let me gather up these pieces. But I wanna have these little mini gardens that are basically going to be spots where we have a bit of water tucked somewhere. Like you can see the little underground spring right here. And we'll make, let's see, good, that's a good spot. There's a lot of the extra grass here. I don't want to take away too much because it looks just so nice and natural. But I figure we can like scatter around some tiny little stretches of wheat, and because of how lovely the wheat looks when it's fully grown, it'll just really blend in nicely with the overall savanna effect. So in fact, let's go ahead and while we have all of these seeds and a bucket of water, let's find another place. I mean, come on, micro gardens? I am totally about that life. Sprinkling little tiny micro gardens everywhere, little like bobbing heads of wheat, and maybe we could even grow some apricot trees just so that I could have some more of those delicious safari salads. That would be fantastic. Scattering some functional gardens around our zoo is definitely a great way to go. And that's actually something that a lot of zoos do themselves, is to make sure that the plants they have can actually double up as forage for the animals that they have, which I think is extremely clever. And I think, you know, I've never had the opportunity, but I think it would be really cool to actually get a chance to like interview or talk with somebody who works as, oh, I'm gonna need that seed. All right, you're a cool little seed. I don't know what you are, but you're probably some sort of nifty herb I'm gonna like. Rosemary! Heck, maybe I'll just go ahead and why not? We'll plant some rosemary back here and just see what happens. But I've gone on a couple zoo tours now because I really love talking to the people who are super hyped and dedicated for their jobs at AZA accredited zoos, which are the really fancy ones that require a lot of verification to make sure that they know what they're doing to take care of the animals. Heck, when did I get an egg? I won't ask questions. All right, there we go. And we'll make a nice little spot here. Because see, it'll just look like a little clump of wild grasses tucked into the corner, but it'll also be a clump we can come over and we can gather from when we need more wheat, which I think is pretty cool. Let's actually spread it a little wider. I think maybe, yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll put one right there. Nice, I like that look because it makes it's a mini micro garden, but you wouldn't know it at first glance. And as you just stroll by, it'll just seem to be more of the wild world. But then you could be like a tour guide and you could be like, ho ho, my unsuspecting guest. Yes, step this way. You see here what seems to be just a bunch of random grasses. Actually, this is vital forage for our animals. And I've been on zoo tours where they kind of hint that you can talk with the botanical crew, and their botanical crews and the botanists that work for zoos usually manage huge areas that include botanical gardens with really, really rare plants from all over the world. So next time I go on a zoo tour, I might actually see if I can schedule like a tour with the botanical crew, because it must be a lot of, oh no, my little, no, you were supposed to stay there, oak leaf. As like a, oh wait, I didn't have oak leaves, I had birch leaves. That's fine. But I think that would be really fun to be able to talk with like the crew who's responsible for taking care of all of the plants that the animals rely on, or all of the plants that they try to grow, because I'm sure like you have to probably grow eucalyptus on site if you have koalas. I don't imagine that koalas will put up with old eucalyptus, and their diet is nothing but eucalyptus leaves. And what about bamboo? I mean, I wonder if one of the many strict things you have to do in order to have permission from the Chinese government to have a panda is you have to prove you can grow excellent bamboo on site. See, that is why the botanical crew would be just as important to the overall operation of the zoo as the zookeepers. So I've got questions. I want answers. I really gotta meet people. Hopefully one day I will be able to travel again and take you guys on really cool tours to talk to people who take care of those kinds of aspects of a whole zoo. That would be really fun. But alright, rambling aside, let's go ahead and I think, you know what, I should probably go ahead and give the elephants the first baobab tree. Like the first really big one. That just seems appropriate. But after we build a really big one over for them, then I also want to build one somewhere, I think over here. Like where these little wild tomato and viney plants are growing. Clear this area out a bit, build a huge baobab tree with like a nice little walkway you can come up. And we could build a little observatory area, like a little, oh, what do you call it? A balcony, like a little balcony that could look down on the butterfly garden we're gonna put in there. Oh, look at the sunset. That's so lovely. And then you can just like sit up here. We might even make a little staircase so you can come up as tall as you can go. Oh, this is pretty. And I might kind of put a like little tower or something up here, so you can climb up and just have a great view of the savannah stretching into the distance. That would be quite lovely. I like that idea. And you can do it all while nibbling your apricots and enjoying a nice apricot salad, which I think sounds delightful. So that definitely is going to be something fun, and we'll put another big giant tree over here for that. It'll also help to feed some of the guests, which means that they might finally start dispersing and getting personalized names, which could very well be some of you guys. It will definitely be many of our patrons. I also, yes, the guest are, I love having the guest wander around because you just don't know what they're going to say next or what they're going to do. But I also love the idea of getting a couple keepers. I want to go ahead, and since we're probably going to need to build a bazillion baobab trees because I'm going to get obsessed with it, I'm going to want to spread them all over our entire safari zone. Yes, they're real animals, I promise. But I want to get a elephant keeper to work with the elephants so we can start getting experience points and maybe even collecting their poo to use as very important fertilizer. And then I also want to try getting, let's see. Oh yeah, I wanted a botanist so we could trade like all of this grass that's everywhere. We could use the elephant poo on the ground as fertilizer and then grow this grass. And then I want to be able to trade this grass for wheat so that, can I use this grass for anything interesting? Linen string. Ooh, that tall grass container looks really cool as decoration for like food for the animals. And a grass bundle? What can I do with a grass bundle? I could probably make grass bundles to like trade to, grass bundles to trade to like zookeepers for something. That's really cool. What do you do with linen string? Drying rack, a linen bundle, which makes linen cloth, which makes a whole bunch of beautiful clothes. Wow, that escalated quickly. Maybe I can like have somebody, We could have a weaver. We could have somebody take fibers and weave it into traditional clothing in the different areas of the zoo and have like a little museum or a little artist shop where we could have big pictures that would explain traditional outfits from around the world. I love it. I love it. The curiosity is never ending. And yes, guest, I love animals so much too. But all right, come on, Lily Tate. Let's go ahead and we're going to sleep through the night. And then let's start weaving all of the wheat we have gotten. Not into gold, as the Rumpelstiltskin story goes. But instead we'll go ahead, and Lily, you're so cute. But instead we will go ahead and we will weave it all into bundles of hay. Here we are. And then from this hay, there we go. Make a ton of hay bales. There we go. I could make a bunch of bread, actually. That would be really yummy. I love bread so much. I actually just made some more of those really delicious... The patrons hear me talk about this all the time in the Discord. The extremely, really delicious vegan biscuits. The best darn vegan biscuits from Minimalist Baker. I made a whole bunch of those last night because I am a bit of a bread fiend, I will admit. It's a habit of mine. I've tried to break it a few times, but it results in a very sad Seri. And my beloved Chips is always of the opinion that it's not worth it to have a very sad Seri. There we go. Almost there. Hang on, Lily. Alright. There's a ton of hay bales. Look at that, though. That's not even 2 stacks, and it took me like a stack and a half in order to be able to make just one small baobab tree. This is why we might have to hire a botanist from amongst our patrons very soon so that I can have somebody to trade all of this grass to. But if I want to grow grass, the best thing that I could go ahead and do is get myself a bunch of fertilizer from the elephants. And then we would be able to spread it all over our wonderful leafy lawn and end up with tons and tons of grass and other kinds of little weeds that we could collect and trade for wheat. So yeah, I'm definitely going to need to train the elephants before I get a botanist, because then the botanist can come and be quite impressed with all of the poo. Kind of like how we have the red wolf area, and the red wolves actually do leave behind a lot of fertilizer themselves. All right, let's put those away. Oh, I have a pig to trade and an ostrich to release. I totally forgot about those guys. Cabbage seeds, Japanese radish seeds, hay bales. All right, now I need my oak leaves. And then we have carpenter's wedges already. I don't think I need too many more of those for our big project. Let's see. I'll leave behind these seeds though. And let me... Hang on, Lily! I'll put away my armor. I'm gonna need to fix that armor pretty soon. Alright. And then let's release the pigoo to the farmer we actually have over here. Alright. Come on, you two. Are you both following me? Where's Tate? Is he swimming again? Tate! Uh-oh. Lily, where's your brother? Oh boy. Tate? I would have sworn he'd be over here. He loves water so much, that dog. Lily, where did you put your brother? Oh, Tate! You're stuck in a dresser. Are you okay, boy? Alright, Tate, if you can, follow me. Maybe you're just having a moment of enjoying yourself. Huh. Alright, Tate, I'm gonna trade this pig for a different kind of pig with Farmer Gerald over here. Oh good, he's fine. Ah, don't worry about the hissing, that's just that wonderful python hanging out up in the top of the bamboo. And Farmer Gerald, I'm so glad you're still here after all of these many, many months. And I'm so glad that you are still trading farm animals for some of the wild creatures, like trading this pigoo right over here for a wild boar. Ah, but you will not trade me the pigoo unless the pigoo is healthier. I see how it is. I approve of your methods, sir. It looks like I'm going to need to... Where's my other syringe? I have my de-zombification syringe. Lily, Tate, do you guys know where I left? I need to heal this pigoo in order for Farmer Gerald to even give me the time of day so I can trade it for a wild pig. Alright. Well, I should have had a health syringe. Let's see. Oh, I need rubber bars and plastic for that? Okay. Farmer Gerald, I'll be back. Piku, you're just gonna go in my pocket for now, little guy. Alright, Tates, please stay out of bothering the acacia ants. They can get very, very defensive about defending their acacia tree. Alright, let's come this way. And Sunflower, I might actually need your help getting to some of the taller parts. So let's jump up and over. And we're in! I can't wait until we can train the elephants to stay a little closer to the entrance. But let's go ahead and start building a huge acacia tree. I'm pretty excited about this, actually. It's probably going to look quite awesome by the time we're done. Alright, let's see. I'm going to need some dirt. And I'm going to need to take out this acacia tree. Forgive me, acacia tree. Oh, you're right, Sunflower. I should fly up to the top and take the leaves first. Oh, and then one of the glowworm queen's children are right here. Can I... Okay. Nobody tell her I just smushed her child with a pair of shears. I was trying to gently remove it so that... Don't look at me like that, Sunflower. I wasn't trying to be a murderer. I was just gently trying to remove it so that we would be able to, you know, place it safely in another area. But I guess maybe one of the reasons bugs have so many babies is because bug babies do tend to, I mean, die. They are on the menu for a lot of creatures. All right, careful there, Sunflower. Insects are a very important part of the, very important part of the ecosystem. All right, oops, easy, Sunflower. I knew you'd catch yourself though. There we go. At least this way we get a ton of acacia leaves we can decorate with or something in a little bit. Excellent, excellent. I'm sure elephants are going to love this baobab tree. This is going to be fun. Lily, scooch back a little bit. I'm going to need some dirt from somewhere. Let's see. Any unsuspecting good spots that I can shave a little off of? I don't really want to gather dirt from inside the exhibit because I feel like that's going to make a bit of a mess pretty soon. So, all right, in here. Nothing in there. All right, nothing in there. How about right here? I've been thinking we need to make some sort of cool tunnel system in here anyway. I'm a little dismayed at how little dirt there was. I wanted to make some sort of cool tunnel system this direction so that we'd be able to go ahead. Aw, the dirt ran out so fast. So that we can like make a little shop or something right here. So I'll remove this at least. Good job, mole fingers. All right. Come along, Lily. Come along, Tate. Oh, hey, it's the little grub friend. I'm glad you're still around, buddy. I need to go ahead and get more name tags and maybe give you a name. Oh, geez, I'm hungry again. Where's my old apple sandwiches? All right, let's nibble, nibble, nibble. I know, Sunflower, we're finally working on projects again. All right, let's do this. Hopefully this won't be too long. There we go. And really, I think even if I don't finish the baobab tree right away, we should definitely go and see if I have enough zookeeper experience to hire some sort of elephant trainer. Because I think it'd be really cool to have a elephant trainer in here. Oh, I ran out of dirt already, Lily? I have completely and utterly forgotten how much work it takes to do basic projects in Zoodesia. I am aghast, Sunflower. But I would love to have the elephant trainer in here because then they could sprout off random elephant facts at us and help to train up the elephants. And if they do that, pardon me, Sunflower, just gonna grab those real quick. But if they do that, then I have a feeling that the elephants would start dropping special items, which would be really fun. And spending more time with any of the well-trained animals would probably let us get zookeeper experience. I could see that being viable too. All right, let's go ahead and grab these. Just to scooch all of this out of the way. And we can actually, Tate, we could actually move these into the little zookeeper hut. Oh, my little friend! I really want to name that little guy something fun. I don't know really what he is or who he is, or what that grub might grow up into, but I just like his vibes. He's a good little grub. Alright, acacia leaves can go away in here for now. Thyme. Oh, I could maybe save some of that wheat either for seeds as decoration or to go ahead and have a snack of nice fresh bread. And of course the ever-present chocobo feathers. I really should have a bunch of NPCs wandering around who are just like obsessive feather collectors. Also, this is a venomous snake we do not want to accidentally release. But it would be fun to have a NPC wandering around just as a miscellaneous feather collector who loves feathers. But alright, I need to build this acacia tree and then get ourselves a nice elephant trainer. That's the plan. And also release... There you go, buddy. Release that ostrich so he can start roaming around here too. This place looks too empty. We've got to fill it up with more animals. We've got to fill it up with more animals, convince more of the animals to kind of stay up front and center, and really decorate it so we can bring to life what the beauty of like some small part of Africa could be, especially the parts where the elephants and ostriches and giraffes and other animals will roam side by side. But alright guys, thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. I think I just saw a guest wander into the giraffe habitat. That's not ideal. If you guys could, do please leave a like for our slowly but surely expanding and rediscovering, and our rediscovery of Zudasia. And if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.